Yo, what's going on, my Gremlins? Today be trying to get all the intel on Kowakujo for Black Ops 7 Zombies. And spawn at the bridge by Quick Revive. Underneath of it in this back corner is an intel. To the left of West T, behind this rock is an intel. At double tap, if you hold square on the barrels, sometimes they'll drop an intel. I got one to accidentally drop when I was trying to pick up the Nico. By Melee Macchiato, if you turn around, across from the Warden Wallby is going to be an intel. After you open up Pack-a-Punch, run past the XR3 Ion, and on the shelf there's going to be some scrolls. Shoot the scrolls and an intel is going to be underneath them. At Elemental Pop, we're going to run over here. And next to the Armor Wallby, we're actually going to jump over this ledge, and there's going to be a pizza in the corner. Pick up the pizza. After you pick up the pizza, it's going to unlock another intel. By Mule Kick, we're going to go through this door to the left. And right here is going to be another intel. To get the next intel, you have to do Takio's Echoes of the Damned side quest. You want to make sure you spawn in as Takio, and you also need a sight grenade, which you can either equip to your loadout or you can buy at the crafting table. You need to open up Pack-a-Punch and go down the stairs in front of Pack-a-Punch, throw a sight grenade at your feet, and you're going to see another Takio pop up. Walk into the Takio and it's going to drop the Path of Sorrows. You want to pick it up, and you're going to fight Hellhounds, Scorched Zombies, and at the very end, you're going to have a boss fight with Takio's twin brother. After you've completed the boss fight, it's going to teleport you back to Pack-a-Punch, and to the right of Pack, it's going to spawn in an intel. To get the rest of the audio logs, you have to go through the main Easter egg quest. Also, while you go through the Easter egg, you're going to get all the artifacts. If you don't know how to complete the main Easter egg for Kowakujo, I do have a guide for that on my YouTube channel if you want to check that video out. Also in that video, I'll show you at which steps you are going to be getting the intel. And if you do know how to complete the main Easter egg for the rest of the video, I'll be showing you at which steps the intel spawns in at. After you interact with the first ghost and the cutscene plays, if you look to the left at the bottom of the shelf is going to be the intel. After you beat Simon Says and interact with the ghostly fox mask, before you follow the mask, the intel will spawn next to the masks. After you interact with the ghostly coin purse and you watch the cutscene, next to the rampage inducer is going to be the next intel. When you go to pick up the pufferfish, when you turn around, look at the floor to the left in front of this barrel, and that's where the intel spawns. After the sake cup ghost is done talking, whenever you can pick up the sake cup, you can also pick up the intel to the left of the sake cup. After you pick up the crest medallion, if you look to the left, the intel is going to spawn in this bucket. And for the last piece of intel, it's going to be the Path of Sorrows Ultra Melee weapon. To unlock the Path of Sorrows in your game, you have to complete the puzzle at the very end of the Easter egg on your first try. For the first panel, it'll always be this comb. Place it right here. For the second panel, go around the map and get 20 kills with the ghostly rifleman trap. Once you get enough kills, we're gonna walk back here, and one of them is gonna be poking out. Now we need to talk to this ghost. He didn't have any evidence for us, so we have to go to the next one. By Wisp T, there's another trap, so we're gonna use this one. Go up the stairs and run around this corner. Now we can talk to the ghost.
I must report that I saw nothing.
He didn't have any info for us either. And then in front of the big tree, there's another trap location. Walk around the corner, and it'll be right here.
I never had any trouble with the gardener, but why was he still here after sundown when the Shogun was betrayed?
So since he said the gardener, that means the gardener did it. It'll tell you either the gardener, the merchant, or the nobleman / quarter. Since mine was the gardener, we're gonna pick up the shears. That goes in spot number 2. On number 3, now we need to go to the death records. We have to look at the cause of death and time of death. In my game, it was Hour of the Tiger, and the cause of death is noxious food and signs of emesis. If your note says noxious plant, it'll be the monk's hood or the plum pits. And if it says paralysis, it's the pufferfish or the flower. So then we're gonna go over here. And for emesis, it's the pufferfish or the plum pits. Since I have the gardener, he cannot have the pufferfish, so it's going to be the plum pits. It does depend on which person that you have. So if you have the gardener cannot have the pufferfish. If you have the merchant, they cannot have monk's hood. And if we have the nobleman, it will never be plum pits. So in my game, I have the gardener, it cannot be pufferfish, and it says emesis, so it's going to be the plum pit. We're going to place that right here. Panel number 4 depends on this painting right here. If it's the fish, it's the T-whisk. If this painting is mountains, it's going to be the horse. If this painting is a bird, it's going to be the brush. My game, it was the fish, so we're going to put down the T-whisk. And the last one is always the crest medallion. Put that down.
I think I finally understand.
Our time of death is tiger, so this is where the tiger is at. Now we need to go to the last page. And since it's plum pits, the symptoms usually take effect within 4 hours. So we're going to have to go 4 slots before the tiger, so that's going to be the dog. Once you've completed it, we're going to light the incense. Make sure that we don't hit the clock whenever we light this incense. That has happened to me before. If we do this correctly, it's going to be a gold orb. If not, it's going to spawn in an Oni.
What a foul tournament.
If you're playing solo and you get the sequence incorrect, if you save and quit, flip the next round, and then do it again, it will count as you doing it for the first time. And after you beat the mini boss, Nixara is going to eat the world seed, and if you did this correctly, when you turn around, the Path to Sorrows will be behind you. If you're playing solo and the Path to Sorrows isn't there and you know you completed it for the first time, if you save and quit before you do the boss fight, the Path to Sorrows should spawn in behind you to fix it. And now you have all the intel for Kowakujo, you unlock the Nekomata calling card, and that's all the intel unlocked on Kowakujo in the easiest order. If this guide helped you out, make sure to leave a like. If you're enjoying the Black Ops 7 content, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see how to do more Easter eggs or side Easter eggs on Kowakujo, make sure to check out my Kowakujo playlist, but it's been muted. I'll catch you in my next video.